This video will have timestamps to skip to if needed. Otherwise, happy watching. Now, there aren't enough of you who watch my development content for this to be relevant, but to the reoccurring that do, you know how it is. I'm an indie developer. I don't just work on Infinity Abyss, I also work on my own standalone projects off-platform. And sometimes I find myself just going through the ringer of starting projects and dropping them. I do finish some, but it's not a frequent happenstance. It's all about the weather, I swear, determines if I do or not. And it just so happens that today's forecast beckons another development video. Now, the keen among you may remember that I had made a trailer a while back for an indie game with the shared shorthand of another non-affiliated sci-fi game named FTL, with my meaning Future Too Late. Future Too Late is a retro sci-fi spaceship management sim with a focus on crew activity as well as personal customization playing into the gameplay loop. So what happens to the humble indie title? Well, I scrapped it due to what I'll deem as engine limitations and an overall dissatisfaction with Construct 2 and Construct 3. Which is the engine FTL was originally made with. Try saying all that 10 times fast. Since then, I've looked up alternatives and I found an open source engine called Godot. Now, I had to consult with other game developers on whether or not I should first make back the money I spent on C2 and 3 before making the swap, and they said no. If I can reasonably do that with Godot, there's no reason to keep using Construct. So I completely refactored everything from Construct to Godot, dumped the original's dimension constraints, and shifted to making my game 3D instead of 2D like the original. Yep, you heard me, a complete remake. It took me around 2 weeks to get far enough, not counting downtime, to catch up to where I was with the original. You can see its baby pictures from A to Z throughout the video with markers I hopefully remember to put. The next obvious question is, what's next? We're going to gauge that by what I currently have, and I currently have a custom-made shader system I put the most effort into out of everything else here. Player grid movement, ship movement, gridlock ship construction, really shitty AI for an NPC base I have. Some sprites, but very few for NPC customization, 4 separate player items, planet generation, stars, and black holes. I may have missed something here, but that's okay, because this gives you an overview of what I have and what I may look into improving. The AI definitely needs work, and so does the grid building system, and of course, player customization is missing in spite of the fact that it's supposed to be part of the main gameplay loop. Speaking of main gameplay loop, I want everyone to look at this chart I made real quick on Obsidian, and what I plan on that looking like. Pause if you need to. Now that I've been crystal clear with everyone, we can move on to the closing statement. That being, suffice to say, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done, and yes, I'm still working on this game. I've had people disappointed to hear that I stopped working on the original, but that can be put to rest now. This game will likely first be releasing on my website, the fundme being in the description if you'd like to support the effort. Now, if I can raise enough money, it'll likely see itself being published on Steam as well. Mark my words, however long it may take, FTL or successor will be releasing in the distant future. Nay, a future too late. Now, how about you get yourself off my dashboard and make yourself useful? I wouldn't want to crash this ship.